Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Inside Edge. It's Wednesday, October 22nd. When Hugh Addonizio walked away from his safe seat in a 14-year career in Congress to run for mayor of Newark, one of his friends asked him why he would do that. And the legend was that Addonizio answered, because you can make $1 million in that job. But 8 years later, when he was on trial in federal court, charged with taking over $1 million in kickbacks from contractors, Addonizio denied making that statement. But his candidacy left Essex County Democrats in search of a new congressional candidate in the 11th district, which Addonizio had won with about 64% of the vote, but it had become marginally better for Republicans in redistricting. A few candidates were considered. One of them was Hugh's cousin, Assemblyman Frank Addonizio, and Irvine Turner, who had been the first Black to win election to the Newark City Council. He wanted the seat. Some Democrats in the suburbs wanted a woman named Bea Lerner, an influential Democratic insider who had worked for Governor Minor and Senator Williams. But ultimately, the decision to pick a new congressman belonged to Dennis Carey, the hugely powerful Essex County Democratic chairman. His choice was Joe Minish, a 46-year-old labor leader from West Orange. And early on, Democrats were concerned that holding the seat in JFK's midterm might be problematic, and Carey figured that labor would make sure that they pulled votes out. Minish wound up winning easily by 22 points. And, Joe Minish was a good guy. People liked him. He was a steady vote for House Democratic leadership, even though his views were probably a little more conservative than his caucus. He supported the Vietnam War. He was pro-life. And Minish was a pretty good campaigner, and he faced down some tough races. Republicans thought they could take him out in 1972. They ran Mickey Walder, a former state senator from South Orange. Nixon won NJ11 by 20 points, but Minish was reelected by 18. In 1984, after federal judges declared the congressional map unconstitutional and drew their own, Minish found himself in a district that was overwhelmingly Republican. There were more voters in Morris than in Essex, and it included parts of Warren and Sussex. Republicans ran, probably their strongest possible candidate, Dean Gallo, the minority leader of the state assembly, hugely popular in Morris County, and Gallo won the seat by nearly 12 points. Minish knew he was going to lose, but he still raised money at a furious rate, and he ended the campaign with $270,000 in the bank. In those days, departing members of Congress, those who were in office before 1980, were able to keep leftover campaign funds and convert them for personal use. So that's what Joe Minish did. He walked away with an amount that today would have been worth about $850,000. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow.